Welcome back. Now, the second vegetarian dish I'm going to cook was being cooked by mother. My mother taught me how to do this one. And this is quite nutritious as well, as it is done with chana dal atta. Chana atta means gram flour. So gram flour has got its own properties to sort of give you the nutrition, because the dal is nutritious and has got no fat, and the amount of fat that you will consume is the amount of fat that you will add into your curries or into your sabji. So we take gram flour, about 750 grams of gram flour, and then we add just 1 spoon of finely cooked onions, some oil and some salt and pepper, and that's all we put in it, and we make a dough, and it looks like this. So after we made the dough, essential to make beautiful sausages like that, you see, and beautiful. Put them on one side, and another one, great, see, and keep boiling water all ready near you, as indeed I have. There you go. So the water is nearly boiling, and we add these sausages, which is made of gram flour, and into the water, right? Beautiful. It's nearly boiling, and we'll boil it a little bit for about 20 minutes or so that the flour in here gets cooked. So it's to cook the flour. So we leave that on the stove and go on to make our tadka, or the usual curry mixture. So in fact, we add a little oil, not so much, because in this case I'm going to use the fried onions, and fried onions would have some oil in it. It's a beautiful product. Nishan people make it, and I love it because it saves so much time. If you want to do the onions on low fire, which is the right way of doing cooking. Now, the first thing is ginger. Minced ginger. You can either do it from a jar, or indeed the best way is to use ginger from the fridge, and fresh ginger is also available, but fresh ginger can go bad if you haven't got time, but if you haven't got time to shop at the right time. But nowadays a good thing is ginger, garlic. You can buy them in a jar separately, and it lasts a long time. I mean, I am indeed always using that ginger. So it's giving the right shape. Now is the time to do some spices. Now, beautifully ground cumin seed, and add some black pepper, freshly ground. The end product with that, as Mum used to say, it should look yellowish curry, or rather than reddish. Now I'm using the salt. I must tell you, the Sindalu salt, and that's 100 grams, and it's available. It's good for diabetic people, and it's also good for people who have blood pressure. And when it's done to this extent, now is the time we should be adding the tomato. So chopped tomato, 1 can is quite enough. And this is 1 can, by the way. So I am keeping in mind what Mama used to say, that the end product should be yellowish curry. What? Well, this is something many of you might not have eaten at home. So always nice to try something new. It's very nicely being done, and the more we homogenize it, the better the cooking sauce always is. So lately I've learnt another thing. In order to give it a little bit of taste, I have discovered a sauce which is Thai style sauce. Just a wee bit, 1 spoonful, 1 dessert spoonful, and we are all ready. Gives you different kind of kick. And side by side, this is being done. You see? Now it's almost done, and we can go on to the operation of chopping them. So chop these sausage-like besan into small pieces. This is ready, and if we need to add any water, hot water, it can be done through here. Wonderful. And put a big plate. So we're cutting these sausages beautifully, only small ones, and it will go into the curry such a beautiful manner that, and the taste is 100 times better than aloo bhajia or onion bhaji. While it's boiling, to give it an extra flavor, I'm adding 3 or 4 bay leaves. Good flavor indeed. Some bay leaves and 4 black ilachi, black cardamom, and let it boil like soup. Now is the time to put the besan in and let it boil, because if at all the besan was not cooked properly inside, it will do so now. So let's check this. It looks nice, beautiful, and let us pour this. Right. This is going to be the star of the show. This is going to be absolutely star of the show. Okay, let's garnish it. And that is your besan ki sabji or gram flour vegetable. Beautiful indeed. Now, that brings our this week's show to an end.